And now I'd like to introduce Sarah Nisbet, the AAF's Head of eResearch, to speak about trust and identity for national research infrastructure.
Wonderful. Thanks, Kerry. And a big thanks to our audience for joining us today so that we can talk to you about some of the exciting new work that we're doing to improve and simplify access to Australia's research infrastructure. As Kerry mentioned, I'm the Head of eResearch at the AAF, and I'm leading the extension of our trust and identity capability into research, industry and government. For those of you who do know me, I have a long history of working with other NRI, and I've been working in the eResearch landscape since 2009. So trust and identity underpins every aspect of modern research. Our vision is to create a more researcher-centric NRI ecosystem that is more connected and secure. We're building a trust and identity framework that includes policy and technology, allowing researchers to enjoy a more cohesive network of services. Through one username and password, they will be able to seamlessly access multiple services, think sequences, supercomputers, data repositories, all sharing a common understanding of a user's identity. We see a more connected future where research, industry, and government can easily collaborate, enabling new advances in research and translation. So why trust and identity now? So we're all engaging online more than ever before, and with so many digital services available, there's a need to be able to verify who we are in trusted and safe environments when accessing our banking, government or health services online, and this holds just as true for our research services. So in Australia, we're seeing a push from the federal government towards a more connected ecosystem of digital services, providing us with a more secure, privacy-enhancing and seamless user experience. And the government's data digital strategy states that its vision is to deliver simple, secure and connected public services for all people and businesses through world-class data and digital capabilities. Internationally, we've seen the adoption of trust and identity principles for research infrastructure with the development of the ARC blueprint, which we'll hear a lot more about from our next speaker. And locally, in the 2021 National Research Infrastructure Roadmap, that's identified trust and identity as being critical to enable a step change in our national digital research infrastructure strategy. It also points to trust and identity as being the key enabler in achieving a more seamless, globally connected and cybersecure NRI ecosystem for our researchers. So through the trust and identity capability, we've identified 4 main benefits to researchers, and that is easier access to national research infrastructure, better access to international research infrastructure and collaborations, better industry collaboration, and a safer and more secure national research ecosystem through cybersecurity best practice. So based on these benefits, our trust and identity strategy is underpinned by a number of strategic drivers, including creating that more researcher-centric NRI ecosystem, where researchers are able to move seamlessly between infrastructures, and building really high-quality infrastructure that supports the access to the tools, services, and importantly, the skills that researchers need to do their work. But the one that I really want to focus in on today is the one about addressing national challenges. And this is about deploying trust and identity solutions in response to complex problems. For example, reducing disease, food security, climate change, biodiversity loss. We want to work directly with research communities to build solutions in response to these problems. And that's why our collaborations with the Biocommons, NIF and PAWSI and others are so important to us. Rather than just providing domain-agnostic technology, we're enabling transformational change through collaboration and partnership. So with our national framework, we're not starting from scratch. It is informed by international best practice. And I'll hand back to Kerry now to introduce our next speaker, David Kelsey, who will talk more about the international federated identity landscape and how the blueprint is evolving to meet the needs of the current research communities. Thanks, Kerry.
Thank you, Sarah.